from your experience as a professional, like what are the 3 or 4 main mistakes that people make in moving to Puerto Rico? What things do they not really understand and they mess up?
Well, commonly, it's a closer connection issue, right? But they commonly fail with the closer connection stuff. Let's say about keeping, and for example, this is a married taxpayer. His wife didn't want to move to Puerto Rico, so she keep living in the U.S. mainland with their kids. Certainly, under the guidelines provided by the IRS, closer connection means that your closest family is with you in the territory. So that certainly exposes the taxpayer to be non-compliance. And basically, for bona fide residency, the taxpayer needs to comply with the 3 tests. It's not one of another. So he needs to comply with presence test. He needs to comply with a closer connection and the tax home. So he needs to comply with 3. He may be in Puerto Rico for more than 183 days. He may work for a Puerto Rico entity or from Puerto Rico, but if he doesn't comply with closer connection, that certainly exposes him for non-compliance. Another error is to think that basically capital gains for Puerto Rico is a full exempt territory. Capital gains, it depends on what's the asset, right, that generated that gain, especially, as I mentioned, with respect to marketable securities versus private equity. If it is real estate property located in the U.S., that's still a U.S. source income. So most of them think, hey, I'm moving to Puerto Rico, I will liquidate all my investments right after my movement. And when you take a look into the holding period or the acquisition date, there's nothing to be allocated to Puerto Rico. Okay. Those are the main errors that I have seen. Keeping your days, right, is an issue that is very important. There are free apps. There are many ways to keep your count your days. It's very important to do that. And another error that we have found that it's right, you can fix that. Crossing your fingers with the meetings with the IRS is to notify correctly the IRS. Right, there is a specific form that is filed with the U.S. So you need to notify the IRS that you moved to a U.S. territory on time. Okay, it's due by the same due date of the first 1040 right after your movement. So it's very, very important to notify the IRS accordingly. And that means that you need to update your address, right, with all the stuff. I use a Puerto Rico banking institution, at least for your ordinary expenditures, right? Pay your bills, pay all the stuff, so you can demonstrate that you have closing with the territory.
Okay, so physical presence, closer connection, tax home, right? Yep. So I've heard people say, hey, the best thing is about this opportunity is that you have to move to Puerto Rico. But then some people say the challenge with this opportunity is that you have to move to Puerto Rico because, everybody's different. And for some people, it's not what they want to do, right?
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.